Oh, mate, I'm having a laugh. So a bit of context on me. I was first a music journalist in '05 to '08. I wrote for a street press in Tasmania. And looking at some of the people you work with, I'm like, these names sound familiar. And then I kind of pulled out a bit of paper. And who have we
Oh,
got?
you're joking.
Let's see. We've got an interview with DJ Debris from there.
Classic.
And one of your mates, Draft.
Drafto. I
Yes.
love it.
And I'm like,
Far out. He looks young there, man. Holy
I
shit.
know, dude. We all were far
Yeah.
out.
Amen. Crazy,
So
bro.
I reckon I missed you interviewing you by about a year. So I stopped in '08, and I believe you kind of started '09, 10. Is that about right?
Yeah. Well, the first album was out '09. I was sort of floating around Obese Records, which the Hoods and Draft were signed to until I think '08. Yeah, I was sort of around there from '07, '08, but I put my first thing out '09, so it wouldn't have been on your radar.
No, no, no.
Yeah, then. Yeah,
Obese.
that's right.
Fatter than your mama. Are they still around?
Yeah, nah, they're long gone, man.
Yeah.
Ancient history. Yep, yep,
Really? Oh,
yep.
they were fucking everywhere. So how are you feeling? Are you good or are you a bit illy? Sorry.
Off to a flyer.
I know, right?
No, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to this tour. It's been a minute. It's a big part of an album campaign for me. It's always been put the album out and then hit the regions. So yeah, this is like the sort of it's good to be in the groove.
Now, have you done a big regional tour before?
Yeah, and pretty much every album, like to different scales, but like yeah, always. It's part of that Aussie hip hop. Like it's just how it's always been for me, even since back in those days. Is getting out there, doing the regions, doing the cap cities. It's all sort of one and the same. It's not like I don't know. It's kind of I guess the ethos of the genre was always like if there's people out there, go to them, and
Mm.
don't be too good for the regions because we're lucky to be doing this sort of attitude. So yeah,
I had a really good chat with 360 a little while back, and we were talking
yeah,
about how I'm primarily a metalhead who just also happens to love rap. And I found a really interesting. Oh, you're there? You look like you've fallen.
yeah. Sorry, mate. My cat was just scratching at a door, so I had to get her out of there. There we
Oh
go. I'm back.
no, poor
Nah, it's
kitty.
all good. Nah, she's
Um,
fine. Fuck her. She's all good.
so I remember saying that, like if you want to find, metal groups or something on social media, there's
Oh,
50 there's like 50 million
I
of them.
gotcha.
So all good. I'll start again.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Start that again. Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, I was saying that if you want to find metalheads or something, there's like 100 Facebook groups for you. You want to look up Oz hip hop, there might be two. And I remember
Yeah.
thinking, that's strange. Like if you're a rapper these days, where are you going to kind of expose your stuff to people? Where's the rap scene hiding?
Yeah, no, it's interesting, man. I feel like it's definitely I mean, it's changed so much since I was starting out. Like open mic nights, I remember, my generation was probably we probably had it the best out of anyone because we had the guys before us, like the Hoods, the Draft, who had made moves and had created lanes. So we had open mic nights. In Melbourne, you could do an open mic night 4 times a week if you wanted for 2 or 3 years. It was just there was a real culture and a real scene. I feel like that's all migrated on to online now, which is just the way that the world's gone. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to get attention online for anyone now.
Mm.
Everyone's vying for it, and you're not just. It's not as local as it used to be. It's everyone's. It's kind of come full circle because I remember when I started, there was a real pushback against the American hip hop and rapping in American accent and whatever, and that has kind of it's the complete opposite now, where it's like you're taking your cues from overseas. So there's a lot of the local stuff is sounding more like overseas rather than culturally Australian, which is it's just I mean it's neither here nor there. It is what it is. It just means that you're not just competing, or not even competing is not the right word, but you're not just vying for attention from people based in Australia. You're having to make stuff that is competing with and that is in the same realm as people from all over the world. So you know what I mean? It's a less supportive, less localized scene, which in some ways is good, but in other ways it just means it's a lot harder to get the attention on your music. So I'm very thankful that I came up when I came up, man.
I know, right?
To be a young MC in Australia now, like, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah. Because and where do you put them? Again, I don't mean to compare it to metal, but I mean, look at it, like all of our big surviving festivals. Festivals were dropping like flies last year. The only ones that are still around are metal. A lot of the metal ones are thriving. Still Milk seems
metal and electronic.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad. Like I think that the hardcore and metal scene has always been so I guess not so removed from the mainstream and so much its own thing. Like, because I was with Unified, which is a big player in the local metal and hardcore space, from what I know as an outsider. But they managed me for the majority of my career, so I was kind of close enough to it to see how that scene operated, and it was always amazing, like the amount of support that these bands that you wouldn't have heard of if you weren't a part of the scene. They do massive shows, the amount of merch that people would buy, like really support these bands, is just insane. So it doesn't surprise me that that's still going strong. I think same with electronic music. That's like diehard, big, massive fan base. I don't know what with hip hop in Australia. I think because it's changed so much, it's like the people that liked a certain style maybe it doesn't translate as well. But I don't know. Yeah, it's as someone who's been a part of it and it's given me so much, it's a shame to see it. But I mean, you can only just keep making music that you like, and if people get around it, they get around it. You're not going to be the part. I'm not going to be the big solution. So, I'm just going to keep doing my thing.
So, mate, you released The Good Life last year. Now that you've got a bit of distance from it, how do you think it was received, and how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like it's a really good album. I would have liked. I mean, it got a number one. It was a number one Australian album. So I'm not like I can't turn my nose up at that. But like I think that maybe it went a little under the radar compared to some of my previous albums. I think it's great. I think it's up there with my best work. Definitely, as far as like a songwriter, I feel like it's very cohesive. And I'm playing it live. So we did the Capital City tour, and that was like amazing. Getting to play the whole album. We've done those album tours before, and the live show hasn't translated as well as this one does to live. I think it's just because I know my shit a bit better now. So, with a little bit of space, I haven't listened to it much. I'm still like, it's not like I've gone back to revisit it yet, but no, I'm very proud of it. And I think it's a really strong album, but I probably need to start on the next thing before I can look back and have a listen. Yeah.
It literally just reminded me of a quote from Drafty. He was obviously in the same situation, talking about his latest album, and the quote was, "Now that it's done, finally, I don't want to listen to it ever again."
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, that's how it goes, man. You slave over this thing and you bust your ass, and then as soon as it's done, when you should be at your proudest and most happy, it's just like, thank fuck. I don't want to hear that for a while. And it's just how it is, man. But yeah.
Another point that I had a really good chat with 360 about was talking about, like, we're looking at the old, battle rap videos and stuff from the 2000s, and one of the really stark differences is how far we've moved on from the level of homophobia and casual homophobia and stuff that was, it was perfectly acceptable to call each other the F words and stuff. And I feel like we have totally done a 180 on that, which is a great thing, but it was a big change. What was it? looking back on it, how did you feel about it?
I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's, as a society, people are progressing. Um, there's always pendulum's always swinging. I feel like in the world right now, conservatism is whatever you would call what's happening in America, whether you call it conservatism or whatever, is having its moment. But I feel generally society moves forward on these issues. And yeah, it was what it was, and it's in a better place now. And I think you can't change what's happened, but you can look forward and you can change how you act going forward. And I think Australia is doing that generally, and I think Australian hip hop had to do that. Not just Australian hip hop, but hip hop in general had to do that. And I think you see it all over the world, man. Like you listen to like the hip hop I grew up on was 90s American rap, and you get your cues from that when you don't know any better. And like that shit now, like wouldn't be allowed to be released,
Yeah.
And it's just what it's, again, it's just what it is. And you like, you listen to it, and some of it's just like cringe. You cringe when you listen to it, but it's a progression, and thankfully we're in a different place now. Yeah.
And it's interesting, like if you took something like, for example, Kendrick Lamar, who's headlining Spilt Milk, I am all in on that dude. I'm a very recent fan. It's literally at the start of this year, and he got me by the short and curly.
Oh man, really?
Yeah,
just from this year.
Like, oh my! I heard United in Grief, and the opener of Mrs. Morale, and I was like, this is so creative. This is insane. But where I was going with that, and we'll wrap up on this, is that a track like Auntie Diaries, whereas my auntie is a man now, and all talking about homophobia and all this kind of stuff. Man, if he released that 20 years ago, he would have got torn.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, bro, like no doubt. I mean, literally, I think most people would have one of Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, or Biggie in their greatest of all time top three. I mean, if not the top three, consisting of three of those four. And all of them have music with, like, homophobia runs through all of it up till the sort of early mid 2000s. But Tupac and Biggie obviously died in the 90s. But yeah, these are like the people that we hold up as the greatest rappers of all time. And it's just the way, again, it's just society moves and progresses, and we're in a better place for it. Yeah.
Now, lastly, let's end on a silly note, because I'm mature.
Sure. This is just a little bit of a pivot.
Yeah, we'll go pivot. Who is someone in the Oz hip hop scene who you reckon you could beat in a wrestling match?
Oh, fuck.
Pick a mate.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Most of them, honestly. I'll leave it there.
Nice. Mate, this has been great. It's been wonderful to meet you. Yeah, man. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, dude. Nah, cheers. It was a trip seeing that I forgot the name of the publication. Yeah, bro. Like,
it was called Source way back in the day.
Source.
Yeah. Tassie's finest. All right, mate.
For sure. Cheers,
be good,
buddy.
mate.
See ya.